morning. What's up? How's it going? You surviving this pit? Just stopping in for a minute to say what's up as I drive into work. It seems to be the intensities are so alarming. If people are pulling on you, telling you their sob stories, making you into a victim because they're a victim, you don't have to put up with that. That's a clue. Like, if you have to water yourself down in order to be around certain individuals, flee really fast. I know these last couple days have been a lot. I said that in one of my last videos, but it's real. So, see, I'm born with Scorpio in my first house. I'm born with a 25-degree Libra rising, and then it immediately turns into Scorpio with Pluto at 0 degrees. So I've got a lot of Scorpio energy in the first house with Saturn there also. But this year on my solar return, I have Uranus and Taurus on my ascendant for solar return, and Scorpio in my 7th house. My chart is exactly flipped. And when you run me as a Virgo, you know, all these Scorpio energies are coming through my 3rd house of messages. And I see it with my daughter being, with her Taurus alignments. I see where she is the focal point right now. And a lot of these energies that they're putting, that we're growing through, I see where it's forming into a higher division for self, which is great. But it also makes me want to reach out to everybody else and just say, hey, if you're feeling all of this opposition and all of this rebirthing and non-stop weight, emotions, it's just passing by. It's not something that you're to stay stuck in. We automatically know that as humans, but to practice that is another level. We've had snow yesterday. It's kind of getting cold here in Utah. I woke up and it was 2 degrees. And last night was a crazy night. I was up at 2 in the morning till 4 in the morning. It sounded like somebody was outside. At first it sounded like there was gunshots, but it was like carried on consistently for probably about 7 to 8 minutes, I would guess. And it happened in 3 different timelines, to the point to where if it was really a gunshot, I do believe that somebody would have caught it. So then I began to think that maybe it was like something heavy just hitting against the tin. No one else in the house was affected. The dogs didn't even bark. I'm aware it was another dimension alerting me of something. Every time I would drift back to sleep, I was woke up. The one time I heard my daughter, I thought it was my daughter. I just heard one of my kids whimpering, and when I went to go come to get out of bed to go check on them, everything was silent. So finally I just got out of bed. It was 3:38. I was gonna stay up and was like, well, maybe I can catch 1 more hour. I mean, there's just a lot of energy out there. There's, as I fell back to sleep, I was automatically put into SOAR mode, clearings, internal spaces awaking. We're being nudged on direction. You know, Venus and Mercury are crossing degrees right now as I speak. It's going to put an emphasis on connecting mind and heart matters. Yet Mercury is at a stop. He turns retrograde tomorrow, as Venus in the next couple of days is going to be passing into Sagittarius. That's going to bring like such a different volume to the heart energy that we've been feeling. We're going to feel this purging release into expansion. Jupiter's still in Sagittarius. The moon's in Sagittarius for the next 2 have this amplitude building where we can launch. So steady your focus today as Mercury and Venus are together. You know, I see it as a space where we should be gathering our focus for our arrow so we can aim it for what's true. When we practice different lifestyles for a high vibrational living, we can step to that. There's a lot of energies trying to pull us back into old themes. You know what's not right for you. Say your prayers. Say your prayers. Drop to knees. Give it to God. Call on Jesus. Really though. So many tools. You have crystals, you have prayers, you have mantras, we have oils. I mean, it's endless the amount of tools we can have. What is it that gives you faith? We all wear a different pair of shoes because we all have different paths to walk in. It doesn't mean that we should all wear the same shoe. Just reach for what it is that works for you, hold it tight, and ignite yourself to where you can honor and stand true for you for the next level coming in, because opportunities are here. December 2nd, Jupiter moves into Capricorn, which I'm not disappointed about that. I have a 3-degree Jupiter retrograde in Capricorn. So when Jupiter moves into Capricorn, I'm going to be having my Jupiter return, along with any other human born within the rat year in the Chinese astrology. So I don't exactly see that as a negative, yet Capricorns are undergoing huge transformations this year, as we're all aware. So do your work and do your diligence. The energy today is focused on a Jupiter vibe. It's a mind, body, soul, an expansion. We have Pluto's even sitting in a Jupiter space. We have, what is it? I think it's Mars. Yeah, Mars is moving in to start squaring Pluto this weekend, and at that time the moon's going to be pretty much on the exact space that we're going to have the conjunction in January. Yeah, at that time Mars is in a Jupiter space also, so that we can cut our losses to expand into the new divisions. If this means that you're crossing out spaces where you're going to have to go into a solitude, where you're going to have to dig deep with yourself, because nobody else can sit in your shadows with you. They can hold space, but it's up to you to go to your depths so that you can alchemize and to rise. Hi. Life is beautiful. It's what we make it. Tomorrow's Hallo-Ween. Be careful of the treats you trick upon to eat. I don't know. I've had a lot of people come in the shop and feed me some food that put me down for days, and I've had to go in and molecularize to reconstructionize those energies. Not everybody has the best of intentions for us. Use discernment. Felt like saying hi again and reaching out to everybody. There's a lot of energies coming in, other dimensions. I have chills as I say that. I bet you'll feel them too. There's truth in that. It's not to be feared of. It's actually the norm. The norm for an 11th house Virgo and a Neptune Jupiter 3rd house girl, I suppose. Yet, it's the norm to everybody who's really willing to look into the truths instead of staying cloaked by the blinders. Take off and see life for what it is. Dare to feel. Dare to follow your heart to expand. I'm working on following mine. I'll see you on the other side. Have a good day and a safe Hallo-Ween. You know, there's a reason why they call it Hallo-Ween, and the next day is Day of Dead. Clear out your spaces, not your soul.